before I could leave. I pushed Adrian away. Move, please. You're in the way. He appeared a little lost and was about to say something when the beloved princess in the living room called out to him. Adrian, I can't seem to shell this pecan. That made Adrian all worked up. Don't do it yourself. You're going to hurt your hand. You're a future pianist. Hold on, I'll do it for you. With that, the annoying fly finally left the kitchen. I looked down at my hand. My slender fingers were now red and swollen from an allergic reaction. As I placed the cooked shrimp on the dining table, I glanced toward the living room. The atmosphere there was warm and joyful. My father, Zachary Hoffman, who is usually so busy with work, suddenly didn't seem busy at all. He sat there, patiently listening to his youngest daughter as she recounted her exciting experiences abroad. My mother, Nancy Patton, held Nina in her arms, her eyes filled with affection as she fussed over how much weight the latter had lost and how hard it must have been for her abroad. Adrian sat beside them, fully focused on shelling pecans for Nina. I didn't say a word. I just watched the heartwarming scene quietly. The living room and dining area felt like two separate worlds. One was filled with warmth and laughter and the other with emptiness. Sadie, why are you standing over there instead of joining us? Is it because you're still mad at me for ruining your wedding? Nina suddenly said pitifully. It was only then that the people in the living room noticed me. Dad frowned instinctively. Why that long face? Get over here. Mom looked annoyed as well. Your wedding was ruined because you picked a bad date. This has nothing to do with Nina. Don't you dare get mad at her or I'll no longer be your mom. Nina pouted and clung to Mom. Mom, don't say that. You'll make Sadie sad. Though she sounded like she was defending me, the triumphant look in her eyes was undeniable. Nina was far from innocent. I had already told her when my wedding would be a week before. She had seen my message and even told me she had a surprise prepared for me. What a surprise indeed. This was a game she had been playing since we were kids. Every time, my parents and Adrian never chose me. Not even my fiancé, who was supposed to spend his life with me, ever chose me. I should have been heartbroken, but I must have gotten used to it because I felt nothing when I heard those words now. I'm not mad. My words made everyone turn to me in surprise. They must have thought it was impossible. I took in their expressions, feeling the irony. See? Even they knew what they had done was enough to make someone angry, but they had done it anyway. They even had the nerve to blame me for how I was feeling. Mom, Dad, and Adrian seemed to sense something was off with how calm I was. After a brief silence, Dad finally said, "It's good to know you're not mad. We're family. We shouldn't hold grudges over things like this." I know. I nodded obediently. Seeing that I really didn't seem to mind, they relaxed and led Nina to the dining area. Aside from the garlic shrimp I made, the table was filled with all kinds of seafood. They were all Nina's favorites. Nina, you've lost so much weight. Eat up. Mom, Dad, and Adrian barely stopped serving Nina food. Soon, her plate had turned into a small mountain. She beamed as she continued boasting about her studies abroad, talking about how she had already secured a spot in an orchestra and would soon be performing. Mom, Dad, and Adrian showered her with praise while I ate in silence. Noticing how unusually quiet I was, Mom seemed to feel a little guilty and finally thought about the grievance I had suffered. A shrimp landed on my plate. I looked up and saw Mom shift awkwardly. Eat up. Don't think we're always favoring Nina. I got you some